Guys, how's it going, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gents, welcome to a brand new LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 video, and also, of course, welcome to the showcase for the Champions DLC pack. Of course, if you don't know what the DLC stands for, or what DLC stands for, it's basically downloadable content, so it is additional content for which you usually tend to have to pay. This is a paid DLC, but, of course, if you bought the Season Pass, then you get all the DLC included in one price or in one bundle. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the characters that are in this DLC, because this is an amazing DLC pack, my favorite by far so far out of all the ones that we've gotten, just because we get a lot of very cool takes on characters, a lot of incredibly beautiful designs for characters, and I mean, here we have Amadeus Cho, but check this out. He has probably the best looking Hulk out of the entire bunch. This is the totally awesome Hulk. I think he looks so very, very cool. Like him, Maestro Hulk are really up there for me personally. Just such a beautifully cool design. But then right next to him, you might have seen a big giant red flapping tail. Well, yeah, that's because this DLC pack contains this ginormous beast that is known as Devil Dinosaur. Now, remember Devil Dinosaur in LEGO Marvel Avengers? Yeah, that design was cool and all, but this is head and shoulders that much better. I love the chomping animation. You have the flip tail attack still available to you. So they still managed to pull off a lot of the variables that we saw previously. He's got that mighty roar, and he is just ridiculously huge. I mean, look at the Hulk in comparison. Hulk is your standard size big fig. The camera has to zoom out quite substantially to capture Devil Dinosaur. Really, in the game, you could make the argument that there's only a handful of characters that are bigger. I mean, you could probably make the argument to an extent, of course, if we look at a character like even, for example, Ant-Man, right? Yes, he can turn big, but I would say the Devil Dinosaur is still larger because height-wise, he's a tiny little bit shorter when he's standing on his legs. When he's sitting, as you saw there, he's actually taller, but he's got quite a bit of length on Ant-Man. However, there really is only one other character that I could think of in the game that is properly bigger than him, and that is Fin Fang Foom. And I don't mean this version. I, of course, mean this version right here, because, well, let's just be honest. This thing becomes basically a pet for him at this point in time. But imagine this battle right here. Foom versus Devil Dinosaur. Now, that would be one heck of a battle to see. So, with that in mind, who else is in this DLC pack? Aside from Amadeus Cho, the totally awesome Hulk version, we have Sparky right here, who looks incredibly cool. I mean, he just turned out very, very cool. He kind of reminds me of Beast Boy for some reason, probably because he's all green and such. And he can fly around, which is also very neat. So he actually has some abilities, including teleportation and such. So you've got, actually in the game, I just thought about this, we end up having two different dog characters, which is awesome. So if you're a fan of dogs, you can just have them hanging out, the two of them, and doing their dog business, whatever that means. I don't know. But with that in mind, let's move right along, or with that out of mind, let's move right along to Hawkeye, a Kate Bishop's version of Hawkeye, which I think she was in LEGO Marvel Avengers from what I remember, but I don't think it was this costume, the Champions costume, that she had. So that's definitely cool that she actually looks different, so we actually get a different rendition of the character, and that's one of those things that I'm always a huge proponent of. If we do get characters that repeat, I at least want to see new costumes or new designs or new takes on those characters so that they feel unique. And this is definitely no different because she looks quite a bit different to her outfit that we saw before, but she did still turn out very, very, very awesome. So then we move right along to Ironheart, who for a little while was the main Iron Man, of course, of the Marvel Universe there for a hot minute. She does have, of course, all your typical abilities that you would see from Iron Man. So you've got your rocket launching abilities, or in this case, I guess it was a blaster. There's the rocket launching ability. You had your heat beam. So basically everything that you could think of that Iron Man can do, Ironheart can do as well. And I really like that they gave her a much more vibrant and colorful color scheme. That's in general what I love about this entire pack, is that it seems like the colors that they use have a lot more pop to them. I don't know if they turned up the saturation or the contrasting on these minifigs, but they do look terrific, and the colors just pop really, really well. Then, speaking of colors popping, look at that gold and blue and black and red pop as we take a look at Nova, who looks tremendously awesome. Look at all that blue coming off the character, looking absolutely beautiful. You've got a nice blue beam to fire away as well. Nice ground pound attack as well. So you've got a bubble shield, it looks like. And I think he's also got blasters right there. Or I think they call them bolts, more specifically in the game, that particular type of attack. So very, very cool to see that as well, and certainly makes for a very fun addition to an already stacked roster of characters in this game. Now we have another very cool one in the form of Nova to be added to this squad. I actually wonder, what do they give to Ironheart as a combo attack? Okay, same as Iron Man. Okay. So, from there, let's move along to Viv. And maybe we could see her combo here. She's, of course, related to Vision. Yep, I think that's the exact combo that Vision has as well. So, booyah! Ooh, fancy schmancy. That's for sure. So, Viv looks pretty cool as well. I think they nailed the look of the character. I think that this is one of those designs that would be somewhat difficult to transition into minifigure form because she doesn't have a lot of huge components to her outfits that like really stand out. Like for the most part, it's pretty simple dress, like as far as the attire, but these did still transition it really nicely, and we did turn out with a pretty fantastic looking minifigure for sure. And then from there we move on to Nadia Pym, who is the Wasp, of course, and she looks ridiculously awesome. I feel like this is the costume that they should use for the Wasp in the films because I just think it's such a cool-looking outfit. It really, really turned out terrifically well. And I think that out of all the Wasp or Ant-Man characters in the entirety of the game, like I like this costume better than any of the Ant-Man costumes up here, like classic or regular or modern Ant-Man. And I will say that I actually do prefer this particular Nadia Pym costume over to the Wasp costume that we have in the game, which is that one up there. Whoops, nope. Okay, could I actually get to the character? That one up there. So I like this one quite a bit more. The red and black just pops and works so well. Then we've got probably one of the most funny looking characters in the game, just because I love how over the top Moon Girl is. I love how crazy her outfit is, and I love that she reminds me of a character from ARMS. So I just think that the design for this character is fantastic. The animation is incredibly well done. There's just so much about this character that just screams fun. Just like the design, the hair, the boxing glove, the animation for her punches and kicks. I mean, it's just so over the top and ridiculous. Like, she looks like Inspector Gadget, but in the best way possible. So I absolutely love, love, love the fact that they included this character in the game, and that not only is she included, but they did such a terrific job with this particular design. And the last character, of course, is Devil Dinosaur, whom we've already looked at before. He's got his mighty roar, and he is very happy to join the LEGO Marvel Superheroes squad. So with that all in mind, ladies and gents, there you guys have it. That is the Champions DLC Showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know which of the characters is your personal favorite. Let me run it down once again so that you remember. So we'll work our way from right to left, since we worked our way from left to right for the showcase itself. We have Devil Dinosaur, Moon Girl, Wasp, aka Nadia Pym, of course. We've got Viv, Nova, Ironheart, Hawkeye, the Kate Bishop version, Sparky, and then last but certainly not least, we've got Amadeus Cho and the totally awesome Hulk, aka Ta. That's the acronym for that. All right, peace out, guys. I'll see you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.